Alright, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. I am Violet Hyena. You are here with perfect timing, and I am here to do readings for people with perfect timing. And the game is that I have 13 decks here, and they all have a lot to say. And I use a playing card deck to choose which one gets to speak. Okay, let me drop my little chat in the chat box and I can get started. Okay, I had a small blip with my OBS studio, but we seem to be back. Alright, and we have some chat too. Awesome. Welcome, guys. Let's see, John says, "Hi, Violet," and I say, "Hi, John, how you doing?" Oh, I hope you're doing well. And Parlosludge says, big shiny eyes, trying to work with updated PC desktop. Yay! And then I successfully reconnected with the OBS, and Selma says, "Hi, Violet." Hi, Selma. And John says, "Does my financial advisor know I'm withdrawing money from my investment account?" I guess I lost the cards. And Selma Whitman says, "What is there for me in the month of August, please?" And Francis says, "Hi, Violet." And I say, "Hi, Francis." Alright, so there is a list. I will make a list. And then we'll get to that list. I like my new list boards. They're great. Let's see. John and Selma. And Francis. Cool. Awesome. So we have 3 to start. And then I will check chat again. So John needs a deck. Queen. So 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Octopus Turret. And a pin. Pinning messages help me keep track. Okay. So does John's financial advisor know he's withdrawing money from his investment account? Does he know? The answer is yes. The Magician, which is a major arcana. Cool. Here we go. Your financial advisor does know that you're withdrawing from your investment account. And the Magician is one of those people with all the resources. Seems like John has plans with the money that he's going to use it for, which is good. Alright, and that's what the cards say. Put this deck back. And then Selma. What is there for Selma in the month of August, please? Get you a deck. This one's more open to all the decks. Okay, 2. Where's the gate? There we go. So what is there for the month of August for Selma? What is there for Selma in the month of August? Yeah, August is creeping up. Okay, so we have some, oh no, the devil. We have some temptations. We have some self-hatred. We have some dark thoughts in August. We have some dark temptations. That's one. What else do we have? Some 10 of coins. So completion of the coins. Okay, so I see money may lead to the devil. Yeah, lots of money in the month. Like, you have a victory of money in August. You have a completion of the journey of coins in August, and then you have the devil, which is going to tempt you with a lot of stuff that you're going to want. So you're going to be able to afford all these amazing things, but just remember, stuff does not bring you happiness. I mean, stuff can make you happy, and because you acquire things, but this is a warning, like, you're going to be getting lots of money. Please be smart about your money. That is what the cards are warning. Alright? No lectures from me, just that's what the cards are saying. Alright, I wish you luck, Selma. It sounds like a very good month. then we have a divine message for Francis. Once again, open this to all of the decks. Okay, so J. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ask and it is given. This is the information card. We don't read that. It's shy. Just leave it in the box and it'll be okay. Yes, divine message for Francis. Divine message for Francis. Okay, so I am a physical extension of source energy. Everything in your physical environment was created from non-physical's perspective by that which you call source. And just as source created your world and you through the power of focused thought, you, from your leading edge place in this time-space reality, are continuing to create in your world. So, Francis, the universe wants you to remember that you are creating your reality. It's a good thing to remember. Okay, that is what your divine message is. Hope that helps you out. And then the list is done, and then I get to make a new one. And then I also get to hydrate. Pin. Okay, I'm hydrated. Let's go. Up. Okay, and Ruby says hi, and I say hi, Ruby. And feelings of Mo. How does he see me? Will I get a job? Will I get the job he told me about yesterday? Or today? Will Ruby get the job he told Ruby about today? So Ruby's on the list. And Margaret says hello. Hello, Margaret. And Margaret says, will I have any kids in my future? Margaret is on the list. And Ruby says, will I be an insist will it be an insist for getting a career opportunity? Will I be an insist? Insist? That might be a mistyping. We could just easily fix this by saying, will I be getting a career opportunity? That's what we could do. So I'll put Ruby on the list again for second question. We'll set separate set of questions. Margaret says, will my job be sad to see me leave in April? And then Margaret again. Okay, Francis says, current feelings of Ash towards Francis, please, and vice versa. So, Francis. Then Ruby, will I get enough money to start my career path? And Parla says, looking to organize a deck of cards. Filing cabinet full of files. Looking for organized deck of cards with what I've seen on Dollar General with an envelope box and 3x3 cards. That sounds interesting. What kind of deck are you looking to build? And then Francis asks, energy between Jacqueline and Francis. And then Ruby. For what's coming through this energy career of life. And Francis says energy between Alex and Jay. Okay, and Parlasach says toolbox magnet scroll. Thought carefully how to strategize with easy to dismiss items into something useful. Francis says, okay, Francis, another question. So, two. What is the outlook of Francis in the month of August? And Carlos says, gold coin, outbox, inbox, envelopes, and tokens. Yeah, it definitely sounds like you're making a game system. Okay, Francis says, beautiful message, thank you. I'm causative of my destiny. You're causative of your destiny, yes. And then John says, does he not want to snitch to my parents? To John? My advisor? Pralasach says, statistics charts good. What is that? What is that emoji? Is that an ID card? Oh, what's it called? A Rolodex? Is that a Rolodex? Oh my golly. And then, statistics are down emoji. A calendar, a notebook, a paintbrush, a waving hand, sunglasses, classic chessboard design. Classic chessboard design. Each envelope per square. 32 squares per side. And Francis, again. Current feelings and intentions of Francis toward Violet. Okay, I'll let you have that one because it's not actually digging into personal information. Parlis says, shrug, if it doesn't work, what do I have to lose? Parlis, it sounds like Parlis, it could be a very interesting idea. You just gotta have fun with it. And Francis says, true feelings and intentions of Angela best towards Francis. Cool. Alrighty. So we're going to... I have reached the bottom of the chat. So I'm going to go back up and do this huge list. This is a very long list, guys. I really like this. Thank you. I like long lists of questions. Okay, so feelings of Mo. Let's get Ruby a deck. Okay, Ruby has several together. Let's see how many I can get on this board and answer at once. Feelings of Mo. And how does he see Ruby? Will Ruby get the job he told me about today? See. Will Ruby get that job? And we'll get that funky... yeah, we'll get that funky one too. So, will I be an insist for getting a career opportunity? Will you be getting a career opportunity? Yeah, there we go. Oh, so we got that, and now we gotta pick. Gotta pick a deck. Gotta pick a deck for this. Gotta pick a deck. Gotta pick a deck. Okay, we got key. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Robin Wood. Okay, so we have the cards. We have the questions. Okay, I'm gonna put the pin here because I have Margaret's questions to do next. Right, so feelings of Mo. How does Mo see Ruby? And will Ruby get the job she was told about today? And will Ruby be getting a job opportunity? Okay, feelings of Mo. How does Mo see Ruby? Will Ruby be getting that job that she was told about today? And is there an opening for, what was it? Will Ruby be getting a career opportunity? Okay. These are kind of tied together. So, the feelings of Mo towards Ruby is something. This is the Ace of Coins. So, this is a beginning feeling. And this is more to do with wealth, health, and resources. So he's kind of thinking of you as a professional, a business part, like a business, something with business. And how does he see Ruby? An opportunity. He sees an opportunity in Ruby with the Three of Wands. And this is usually an opportunity to build with other people. So this relationship is fairly new. And it's going to be geared towards creating something passionate. Because the wands are about passion and action, and the coins are about, or the pentacles are about, to be manifested things. So this is a good creative partnership, it looks like. Good creative partnership, good creative energy here. And then we have I'll put these here for now. Then we have the Tower. Not so great. So the job that he was talking about today, don't do it. It's full. The foundations in it are not built well. Because this is the card destruction. This is the Tower. It is a major arcana. It's something you don't ignore. Because this is built on rocky foundation. You got the waves crashing against it and the storm around it, and it's just nothing but chaos and putting out fires forever. But will Ruby be getting a job opportunity? I think there's hope for one. It did come up, yes, that you would. this is introspection on emotions, though. This might be the card that's like, you should look around a bit more and see how you feel about the job before, instead of getting the first one that came out of this. So don't go with the one that he suggested. That one does not look good. This one looks like the Tower. But there are job opportunities coming. So I hope that helps you out. Okay, so then I did a bunch of rubies, and then I have a pack of Margarets to do. Let's see here, we got Margaret. So, will I have kids in my future? Kids? And will my job be sad to see me leave in April? Okay, there we go. So, Margaret's. There we go. Replace the pin, and then we're going to choose a deck for Margaret. Alright, so it's going to be K again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Robin Wood Tarot. Okay, we got the questions, we got the cards. Let's put them together. Alright. Alright, are there kids in Margaret's future? Yes. Through a love connection. And will the coworkers be sad when Margaret leaves in April? Yes. The coworkers have felt real connection with you. They're really gonna miss you. These are good. These are amazing cards for these questions. I hope that helps you out, Margaret. Take out Margaret's. Yeah. There we go. And then we have Francis's feelings. Sorry, drink of water. Okay, Francis's current feelings of Ash towards Francis, please, and vice versa. Let's see, Ash feelings. There we go. And then we need a deck, so hold your horses. Hold your horses. No, not yet. Ooh, so much like butter. Okay. King again. Well, I know which deck this is. Robinwood Tarot. Third time in a row, man. With the king. My golly. My golly. You're very talkative today. Okay, so Ash's feelings to Francis, and Francis' feelings to Ash. Okay, so Ash's feelings, Seven of Swords, and Francis' feelings, Two of Swords. You guys are at odds, aren't you? Okay, so Francis is looking to maybe steal some ideas from Francis. Because this is some thievery of ideas, like literally stealing some swords. So Ash is thinking, hey, Francis has really good ideas. I kind of like them. I'll take them for my own. And two is Francis is making a hard decision about Ash. Like, really, like, there's a decision to be made about Ash. And it might be because Ash is definitely stealing your ideas. So I hope that helps you out, Francis. And then Ruby. This. Okay, we need a deck for Ruby. Will Ruby. Yeah, we need a deck for Ruby. Come on, guys. Yeah. Hey, cat turret. So will Ruby get enough money to start your career path? Will Ruby get enough to start your career path? Will Ruby get enough money to start her career path? And the answer is no. The answer is no. The 10 of... These are toys. 10 of action. So no, it's 10 of action. Will I get enough money to start my career path? The 10 of action. The completed suit of wands, which is toys in this tarot. You're not gonna make enough money, but you're gonna make plenty of skills to go towards your passion project. And that is what the cards are saying. I hope that helps you out. And okay, so energy between Jacqueline and Francis. Okay. I'm gonna get a deck. Come on, guys. Work. There we go. That's better. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every little thing you do is magic, you know. La 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 la. It's magic, you know. La 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 la. Okay, we have the cards. We have the cards. Okay, so Jacqueline, the energy, and Francis. Alright, so interesting. We have 2 3s sandwiching a 9. I just like 3s and 9s and 6s. It's just my numbers. 3 of Wands, which is many tools and opportunities, which is Jacqueline's energy, and then 3 of Pentacles, which is money and jobs, and then combine them into the 9 of Pentacles, which is comfort. Comfort and joy, may I say, because this is the card of comfort in monetary wealth. Just everything is just so comfy and cozy when you guys are together. She has the tools for the job you need done, and you go very well together. Just kind of a harmonious thing in terms of work stuff. That's pretty good. This is a really good harmonized energy here. Very comfortable. Very rich. Very skilled, may I say. That's good. That's very good. You guys work well together. That's amazing. Good for you guys. Hope that helps you out. There's Francis's. Cozy. Okay, new deck for Ruby. What's coming through this energy of career life? Alright, career life. Let's see what we got. That sounds like, let's see, pin the correct question. There we go. What's coming through this energy of career life? We're going to open that up to all the cards. Okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, every little thing you do is magic, you know. Da 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 da. It's magic, you know. La da 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 da. what's coming through this energy of career life? It's in the category of career life. What energy we got? We got 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is one of those, you're very stable emotionally, but you're a tad bored. Just a tad. Everything's stable, and then you're looking for, well, this is very comfortable, but now I'm a little bored. And there's something I'm missing, and then you go towards it. So you do have everything stable emotionally in this career life right now. But you're just, it's like you're comfy here, but there could be more, and that is the feeling you're getting. And that's the feeling that the cards are telling me. I hope it helps you out. Rubies. Have Jones. Sorry, Francis's. Energy between Alex and Jay. Okay, so the energy between Alex and Jay, we need to pick a deck. We need to pick a deck. Two, which is the gay chart. We have the questions. We have the deck. Okay, so Alex, the energy, and Jay. Okay, so what we have here. For Alex, we have one who's meditating on their thoughts, which is the Two of Swords, and then the Hanged Man, which is a different perspective from Jay, and then we have the Nine of Wands, which is the energy between you two, those two. And the energy of Wands. It is that's when that's one of what is when you're choosing the correct tools for the job, when the correct choosing the correct actions for what you need to do. So these two coming together is actually really good for making stuff happen, because this one has a nice calm mind and this one has a different perspective. So if you bring these two mental aspects together, you get some really good action here, like good plans for good actions. And that is what these two bring to the table. Hope that helps you out, Francis. And then the second one. There we go. And then what is the outlook for Francis in the month of August? What is the outlook of... You know what? I'm going to redraw, because this is like an all of the decks. All of the decks want to transfer this one. What is the outlook for Francis in the month of August? Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. So octopus chart. Oh, excuse me. What is the outlook of Francis in the month of August? What is the lookout? What is the outlook for Francis in the month of August? What's coming in August? What's coming in August? What's August look like? It is right around the bend. It's like a week away, guys. My God. Summer's almost done. Well, here in Florida, anyway. So the 9 of Pentacles. So we got a good outlook in Pentacles. What else? Six of Swords. So victory in logic. And let's have one more. King of Wands. So we got 3 suits. Got a pile of coins. Got victory in thoughts. And King of Wands. So, since it's the King of Wands, there's going to be well-placed action. And these well-placed actions are because of these really good thoughts that are coming about. And these really good thoughts are going to turn into a lot of money. And that is what the cards are saying. I hope that helps you out, Francis. Okay, to Francis, and then John. So does he not want to snitch to John's parents? Let's find out. Try again. There we go. Queen, which is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Octopus terrorists. Here we go. No, that wasn't a nice shuffle. Well, can you better one? That's better. Okay, so question. Oh, does he not want to snitch to John's parents? There we go. Pin the correct message. Does he not want to snitch to my parents? Correct. He does not want to snitch to your parents. So, correct. Yes. He does not want to snitch to your parents. So, 3 of Cups. There is a lot of built up friendship with all the people in this family. He doesn't want to see it spoiled. Or he doesn't want to get in the middle of the mess. So he doesn't want to be the snitch. He just doesn't want that trouble. And he doesn't want to ruin any friendships or in any of his position in being an advisor. So he does not want to play in this game. Alright, so that's what the cards are saying. Okay, hope that helps you out, John. And then 2 more for Francis. Current feelings and intentions of Francis towards Violet. Yeah, I'll put it on the board. Alright. Nope, no, we need a deck. We got the question. We need the deck. And the deck is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every little thing you do is magic, you know. La 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 la. It's magic, you know. La 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 la. Gotta put the correct message. There we go. Ah! Needs more shuffling. There we go. Slight angle works for this deck. Alright. Feelings and intentions. Okay. 3 of Cups, which is feelings, which is friendship? It's friendship based. Very friendly. There's food here. Automatic win. But the feelings are light and happy and jolly. We got dancing flowers in the picture. It's really cute. I'll show you. So these seem to be very friendly, happy thoughts. And intentions is the 6 of Wands, which is victory in Wands. Intentions. So this would be a victory in creative passions. Also, there is a success in skill because pigs are known for digging up truffles, and there's mushrooms in the picture. So intentions are skill-based. Victory of skills, victory of action, victory of passion. Let's see, passion projects, maybe. I'm definitely thinking victory of creation, like creative skills, though. And yeah. So these are like good positive vibes. That's good. Well, thank you. And hope that helps you out on that question. And then you had another one. Hold on. True feelings and intentions of Angela Best towards Francis. Feelings and intention. Oh, this one. Angela Best. feelings and intentions to Francis. Ooh, okay. That one is coming out. So we got feelings, Nine of Wands, and the Empress. So Nine of Wands is the beaver, the hardworking beaver. Feeling like a lot of action and skills. And then the intention is the Empress. And the Empress is a major arcana. It has to do with abundance and motherhood. And for high fertility. And what's this other one that popped out? Six of Swords. It's a victory of logic. How do these tie together? Because this popped out first. Why is it puffing over a volcano? With stars. Alright, so there's a victory in the mind, the logic. There's a victory. Nine of Wands is having a bunch of skills at their disposal. So the feeling is being very versatile. And then the intention is being an abundant mother figure. And able to pull together those resources because she has all these skills. And because she's very victorious in her logic. Alright, and that is what the cards are telling me. Hope that helps you out, Francis. And I completed the big long list. Yay, me! Alrighty, and then I'm going to have a drink. And I'm going to catch up on chat. There we go. And hydrate. Oh wow, I've already... Was that only one list? That was like the second list, but it was a really long one. We're already at an hour and 15 minutes of streaming. It didn't feel like an hour. It went so fast. Alright, what else we got? Okay, and Parla Slouch says, indeed, an amazing device. Is that a button? It might be a button. And John says, did you answer my question yet? Yes, I answered your question yet. I answered both of them, in fact. And Margaret says, thanks, you're very welcome. And Ruby says, why did Ahmed not choose Dina, not me? Alright. Ruby's on the board. And is it something related to beauty standard or question mark? And then John says, I love mushrooms and truffles. Good. And John says, thank you for the readings. Very positive. I thought so too. They were good. Ruby says, what are the most things he hated about me? Okay. Francis says, question energy between Jane Walker and Francis, please. So Francis on the board. And we have 3 questions. And then energy between Mark Milburn towards Francis and vice versa. Okay. Okay. So we got 3 for Ruby. We need a deck for Ruby. Why did Ahmed choose Dina? Okay, we need a deck. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every little thing you do is magic, you know. La 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 la. It's magic, you know. La 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 la. All right. We have the deck. Let me pull Ruby's questions together. Okay, so why did Med choose Dina? Related to related to beauty. Is it? There we go. Is it related? What are the most things he hated about me? Oh, that's such a dangerous question. But if this is a question, we're gonna answer it. Alright, let's see what comes up. We got the deck. Okay. Yeah, why did Ahmed choose Dina? Is it related to beauty? And what did he hate about Ruby? Ooh, yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Alright. So we're gonna look at these. Okay, we have the Princess of Cups. So he is a very young, immature, I want to say immature view on emotions. Like, this is a new field to Ahmed, so he chose on some very shallow observations. The Champion of Swords, is it related to beauty? Was that one I was flipped? And it was no. Champion of Swords, it had something to do with the mind. The Champion of Swords. So he thought you were rather aggressive. Champion of Swords. Yeah, the Champion of Swords is known to be very aggressive. However, it does look like you are a beautiful, aggressive, logical person. So there, he sees that you're very pretty, but I think he was a little scared by how aggressive you could be. And what did he hate? Well, he hated, let's see, 5 of Pentacles. It has to do with money. And it's like looking at you at a negative light. Okay, and this card is let me find the correct words. I'm gonna have a drink. Hold on. Okay, 5 of Pentacles is focusing on poverty first, and second of all, is focused on the suffering instead of finding the solution to the problem. And also fixating on this broken cup and mourning it instead of picking up the coins around it. So looking at the suffering instead of what's around it. He didn't like when you would focus on all the bad stuff. He got very stressed out. It broke him a little. And it was pretty stressful for him. Alright, I do apologize to be the bearer of bad news, but that is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out, Ruby. Okay, let me have Francis's questions. There we go. The energy between Jane Walker and Francis. Okay. We're gonna get a deck. Hey, cat. Oh no. Come back. You baby, come back. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Wait. There we go. So again, cat dirt with cat turret without dropping the board. There we go. So we have the deck. We have the questions. We put them together. We get an answer. And that's what we do here. Four. Four. Energy between Jane Walker and Francis. Jane Walker, energy, and Francis. The Four of Wands? This might be catnip or scratching post? Wow, I actually don't know this one yet. It hadn't popped up. Let me check. What are you the four of? What are you the four of? Four of Wands. Okay. Okay, the Four of Wands. I guess because they're crouching post. This might be catnip. Because this is the stability of Wands. This is like happy, joy, action, ceremony. Like, has to do with like groups of people getting together and having a really good time. And that is Jane Walker. And then we have the Sun for Francis. And then the energy between you two is the Devil. He's the cutest, fluffiest devil in the world. And that is just, the thing. So there's temptation. Well, for Jane Walker, catnip is drugs for cats. So there's maybe a little addiction there. And then the Sun is, pure happiness, also a major arcana, which is really good. But I think you guys are tempted to be together for a good time. Like a super good time. Like, I don't know if you guys are sharing the catnip or, drugs or anything. but that is what the devil does signify, because it's like addiction and temptations, hedonistic stuff, all the fun stuff, of course, but also just the cautionary tale of not getting lost in the fog, and that you could be bound by some earthly pleasures, but you don't have to be. That's always what the devil signifies. And also Major Arcana. But I don't know, you both seem really happy and you're having a good time. So I don't think it's anything dangerous. I just think this one is like, hey, this is what it is. It's a good time. And that's good. That's good energy. Just a word of caution for the temptation and possible addiction of this card. So, of the dynamic. So, enjoy your good time. And that is what the cards have to say. And then there was another one. Energy between Mark Milburn towards Francis. Energy. Mark Milburn. Energy Francis. Okay, so Mark Milburn, Energy, and Francis. My golly. The Ace of Pentacles for Francis, the Knight of Swords for Energy, and the Five of Cups for the cat. Not the cat. Five of Cups is for Mark Milburn. It's been an hour and 35 minutes, so yeah, I'm starting to get woozle. So Mark is the kind of guy who has emptied 3 bowls, and there's bowls with other food, and yeah, he's still looking at the owner for more food. Instead of looking in his own bowl and finding that there's still food there and he can be happy there. But no, he's not focused on that food. He wants the food that somebody else has. So funny thing, it kind of looks like this cat is a bit jealous of this cat getting one treat when he has more food in his bowl. So this one's a bit greedy, I believe. Like, he wants more. He wants what other people are getting. So, and Francis is Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning of the suit of Pentacles. The essence. The essence of Pentacles. So if Francis is an essence of pentacles and Mark is observing and wanting what Francis has, and this is the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is known to be very aggressive, very confrontational. So this is going to be a heavy jealousy that will come out in the personality of Mark towards Francis, or he could be shielding that, but there is just a massive jealousy kind of energy coming from this. Alright, so that is what the cards say about that. Hope that helps you out, Francis. And then you have a drink of water. Okay, then I'm gonna catch up on chat. And John says, should I practice Road Novary? Road Novary. The Slavic pagan stuff. I don't know. Let us ask the cards. So John is on the list. And Ruby says, will I feel the same deep connection I did with Ahmed again with my life partner? Ruby's on the list. Okay. Will I find what please my soul for extreme with him? Will I find what please my soul for extreme with him? That question is very confusing. I gotta say, grammatically, there's some, will I find what please my soul for extreme with him? Okay, I'm gonna skip that one until there's more clarity about it. Will I find what, was Ahmed the past relationship, and what kind was it? Am I on the right path towards my dream life? And Francis says, I love the energy between Jane and Francis. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. 3, 4, 5. The Ruby, the second question is a bit confusing. Will I find what please my soul for extreme with him? I'm not quite understanding that one. What please my soul for extreme with him. So I'm not going to do the second one because I really don't understand what it's trying to ask. But I'll do the other 4. if you could come back and clarify that that question I'm having trouble with, that'd be great. Okay, so John's question is it's an answer. Which deck? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or so for John, should John practice Rod Novari? Should John practice? I actually pin the question. It just helps in tracking stuff. Okay, so should John practice Rod Novari? Rod Novari. Should John practice Rod Novari? No, it says you should not practice Rod Novari. And it's a strength. It's a major arcana, so it's a strength. And it has to do with inner strength and bravery. So it's not what it is. It is inner strength. It is determination. It's victory over a toy mouse. How else to say it? Affinity. Okay, so what this card is telling me is that no, because you need to. You're not really focusing on one thing. You are doing a lot of things, and you're trying a lot of things. And right now is time to focus on something and focus on one thing or another, not just try to add a new one. And that is what the cards are saying. Ruby. Okay, so Ruby's questions, I'm going to try to fit them on the board. Will Ruby feel the same deep connection with life partner. Was Ahmed the past life relationship? What kind and what kind it was? Okay. And am I on the right path towards the dream life? Okay. Well, 4 questions. Need to pick a deck. And repen. There we go. Need a deck for Ruby. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, will Ruby find a deep connection with her life partner? And was Ahmed a past life relationship? And what kind? And then, is Ruby on the right path to her dream life? Okay, so deep connection. Will Ruby have the deep connection with the life partner? And the answer is no. Was Ahmed past life relationship? No. What kind of relationship? 4 of Wands. And then, is Ruby on the right path towards the dream life? The answer is 7. It's no of 7 of Cups. Okay. All right. So will Ruby have the deep connection with the life partner? And this is the 9 of Swords, so no, because you're very caught in misery about the past, which is Ahmed. And then is Ahmed a past life relationship? And the answer is no. He's the emperor, so a father figure in a past life. So father figure is another what kind, but also Four of Wands, which is stability in action. It's interesting that these two cards tie together with the theater. There's a very theatrical thing going on here. Because we have the father, and then we have the stable backstage area. But again, you're asking here about the past life relationship. And that's all in the background. He was a father figure. And then, is Ruby on the path to a dream life? And the answer was no. And that's because you are looking into the past, and you shouldn't be looking there for your future. You should not be looking into your past for your dream life. You need to look forward for your dream life. You should not be looking back to nostalgic things and sad things for your dream life. You're looking in the wrong direction. You need to find a different path, a happier one. Okay, I hope that helps you out. Alright, and I caught up on that list, and then I'm going to catch up on chat after I hydrate. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and then Francis retracted 2 messages. And John said, "Did my Slavic ancestors practice paganism?" Let's get John. And Francis says, "Follow-up question, what is Mark's true intentions towards Francis, please?" Okay, Francis. And then Freya says, "Hello, hello, Freya." And Freya says, "Do I make a move towards A, or do I wait for him to reach out?" Okay, and then Freya. Okay, and then okay, so I have reached the end of the chat, and I am at 1 hour and 55 minutes of stream time. So after this list, no more questions, because my limit is 2 hours a night. So we're going to do this. We're going to do these 3 last questions, and that'll be it for the night. And then I'll read chat again, and then we'll say a lovely good night, and then we'll go to bed and sleep. So we need a deck for John. Deck for John Q. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Octopus Terror. Did John's Slavic ancestors practice paganism? Did John's Slavic ancestors practice paganism? And the answer is yes. The Four of Pentacles. So it's a stable environment for your ancestors. Practicing paganism was stable, and it kept their resources coming, and it really kept everything that was kind of chaotic into some sort of harmony. They did a lot with what they had, and they pulled it all together to work in some sort of crazy, insane way. Because I can't make heads or tails of this picture, but they pulled it together. I don't know what it is, but they made it work. I think they did it with the paganism. So good for them. Nice. Yeah, they had some really good times. Really stable resources there. So I hope that helps you out, John. And then Francis's is, what is Mark's true intention towards Francis? Mark's intentions to Francis. I'll pick a deck. Pick a deck. Pick a deck. 3. 1, 2, 3. Supernatural deck. Mark's intentions to Francis. Alright. Mark's intentions towards Francis. That way. There. Mark's intentions towards Francis. We got 5 of Pentacles. This is the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles is the challenge 1. So there is Mark focusing on the poverty he has, but instead of going and solving his poverty, he chooses to just wallow in the misery and be jealous. So it's not really in the cards to do anything about it, but he's gonna wallow about it and be kind of an energy vampire about it. And that is what the cards are telling me. Hope that helps you out, Francis. Okay, and then we have Farrell's question. Do I make a move towards A, or do I wait for him to reach out? Okay, we're gonna do it as a one. We're gonna do it as a yes/no question. We're gonna make it. Does Feria make a move towards A? So we're gonna pick a deck first. And then this is the last question, because that was the question I ended up on this list. So which deck? Okay, K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Robinwood Terrace. Okay, and go back up to it. Does Feria make the move towards A? Yes. Make the move. Make the move towards A. However, this is the Five of Cups, which is the card of conflict. And Freya seems to be focusing on some spilled cups instead of seeing the cups that are over here. So you might be feeling a bit impatient, and focusing on the fact that they're not reaching out, but you can't really do anything about those spilled cups. You gotta focus on the cups you got and be able to occupy yourself until A reaches back out. And that is what the cards have to say. Alright, and that was the last question of the evening. And then I'm going to catch up on chat, and then we'll say goodnight. Boop. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, and Freya says, will my husband be from the same work guild as me? Alright, so Feria, I want you to write down all of your questions and bring them again tomorrow. because I'm not doing any more questions right now. I'm over my 2-hour limit. I'll happily do your questions in the future in 22 hours, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Alright, so bring them back then. Alright, cool. And is a dating around right now. And John says, I met someone who practices probably Rod Novery. And John says, I like connecting with the line of gods my ancestors worshipped. That's cool. And Freya says, is the universe waiting for me to fix my internal issues and traumas before letting me get the type of partners I want? Again, Freya, these are beautiful questions. Bring them back tomorrow. Like, write them down, bring them back tomorrow. When I have time to answer them. Okay, Sonny? Cool. Francis says, for context, Mark is a CEO of the company and is a multi-millionaire. I think he doesn't like my work performance. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. And John says, you decide whether you're on the right path, Ruby. The cards are just a reflection. So true. You create your own reality. This is another true thing. And what you focus on is what you get. And Francis says, 5 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. What do you make of Mark's intentions? Page of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is that one. Page of Swords is aggressive. No, it's a child running with swords. And 5 of Pentacles. To make up Mark's intentions. So why are there 2 5s of Pentacles? I mean, if you're doubling down on 5 of Pentacles, I mean, that's just focusing on poverty instead of... You're focusing on poverty and focusing on misery instead of getting out of the snow. So that is what that card means. So if you're doubling down on that, then the Page of Swords is just a child running with a pair of scissors and mom is yelling at him. What do I make of Mark's intentions? I really got that feeling of jealousy. That's the intention I got. That's what the cards were saying. And Faria says, thanks, Sparkle. And John says, Faria, you are the universe. Very good. I like the encouragement. Thank you, guys. That's very good. I like seeing that in the group. Francis says, thank you so much for the readings. Very insightful. John says, hope you have a restful sleep tonight. Thank you so much. And says, God bless you, Violet. And thank you so much. You guys have a great night. I've caught up a chat. I'll see you again in 22 hours, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Rest well. Good night. Bye.